today we have another interview with another great man. He's almost just like Bill Gates. And please welcome Steve Jobs. Thank you.
Hey, I am Steve. Welcome, Steve.
Welcome, Steve.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Please.
You're welcome.
Please. Now, you're friends with Bill Gates, or are you not? Are you friends with Bill Gates?
Absolutely. He helped me create He helped me create the Apple computer.
And you?
I helped him create Microsoft, and in return, the Apple computer on mine.
You were roommates in college. Is this right?
Yes.
And
We had the same idea. We actually went into college having the same idea, and
how?
we just developed this idea,
How many?
and until it became two separate,
How many iPhones did you sell?
like 1 billion.
So that a billion. Times,
Yesterday, it reached 1 billion.
That's like $400 an iPhone. Billion times 400, you made 400 billion.
I do have a lot of money. I donate
Are
a
you
lot. I
richer?
donate a lot to charity, but
Who's richer, you or Bill Gates?
me, because
Do you? When's your birthday?
actually my birthday's today.
Oh, happy birthday!
You were supposed to just mention that instead of asking me when it was.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Steve Jobs.
Thank you. I know
You
it's my
make the
birthday.
best computers and you make the best products in the store. Now, you got, what do you have, how many iPads do you have?
Yeah. Every week I take a couple iPads down from the warehouse and I just stock up on them. I have a lot of iPads. I can't count. I have a lot.
No, we can't go without saying, Angry Birds. Now, what
Right,
did
right.
you come up? It's genius.
A lot of merchandise.
What made you? I mean, the birds are so angry. Why?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How? What? Who came up with the idea to make the birds so angry? Was you?
You know, one day I was just sitting up late at night and I was writing down I was drawing these birds, and they looked really nice, but they had big smiles on their face. So I was like, you know, I went to my son's room. I woke him up in the middle of the night and I said, tell me what's wrong here. And then he drew. It was very a subtle movement. He just simply drew a sad face on the bird and an angry mark on his eyebrows, and that's how they became Angry Birds. And from then it clicked. Everything fell into place once the bird became angry. I had the title. I had the premise. Everything.
Why don't you make?
And it soar rocketed up to the top of the App Store. I actually put it at the top so everyone will buy it, because I can do that.
Do you get free games on the iPhone? Because you have.
Yeah.
Because you're Steve Jobs.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I get a lot of free games. I have Infinity iTunes money.
Oh, cool. Well,
I know.
you probably wouldn't be a problem buying your own games because you have so much money.
That's very true, actually, yes.
Do you have a pool?
I have 2 pools.
Which one's bigger?
They're the same size, they're just back to back.
No. So if you have a big party, you have 2 pools.
Exactly.
Then you've
I like having 2 pools.
I assume you scuba dive.
I would. I have a condition. I cannot go I cannot scuba dive.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
But
You shouldn't have asked the question. We rehearsed these before the show.
but
We went over this on the telephone before we do the interview. We go over the questions.
that's
supposed to
okay.
go in it.
That's okay. Because you have a new product coming out, and that's the Apple TV. Is that cool?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be an Apple TV. It's a big Apple-shaped television box. We're bringing the old retro-style box back to the television. But I like the bulk better. I think the bulk works much more than the flat screen.
Now there's
Because when you make Apple products, that's easy to do.
Yeah, first I started out with a simple square. That's the first step to making it. Every Apple product, if you don't know, is a rectangle shape, except for the Apple TV, which will be an apple.
Oh, that's
But like the iPhone, I just drew a
that's
square,
really cool.
and then I drew a square inside the square and a little dot at the bottom, and it just clicked, and everything fell into place. And that was the iPhone. I draw all my products out.
You do?
I do.
What if I could probably draw a product?
Like, I can make a product right now, for example.
I could do it too.
Let me give you a sneak preview of the next product.
What's this?
Now,
What is?
start out with a simple rectangle, like so. Smooth out the edges later. And then we draw, we can have we can have two rectangles on the bottom, one rectangle on the top.
The way your mind works is baffling. I don't know how your mind. You just
Yeah, I don't really know. I am pretty smart, so I'm pretty good at making products. This is the next Apple product. It's a
It's not. Apple.
it's a very nice technological item.
Is it? wh- all your products have the I in front of them. What's that?
Yeah.
Why is that the letter that you use?
Well, it's always been
Like
my
the
favorite.
iPod, like the iPod.
Right, exactly, like the
And
iPod,
the iPhone.
like the iPod, right?
and the iTV.
Like the iPod, right?
Yeah.
The iPod, the
The-
iPad.
Those have eyes.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, they
Is
do.
it like the I, or is it just the letter?
It is my favorite letter in the alphabet.
Is it because it sounds?
It's my
like
middle
the
name,
Body part.
and my son Isaac has the word I, starting leading his name. So I love that letter. My favorite letter ever.
If you had to pick, which one's the best product that you use? Which one would it be?
I like. I invented the computer, so probably that.
I use that a lot. Whenever I want to go look up something, I just use the computer.
Yeah, thank you. Actually,
And iTunes.
you a fan?
iTunes. I use it all the time.
And iTunes, yeah.
Sometimes it breaks a little bit, but you're. I'm sure you're doing something about that.
No,
No.
if you want me to fix it, I can give it a go.
Because you did iTunes. Is that making you make a lot of money off iTunes?
Very much money.
How much money do you make in 1 year?
Like $1 billion.
Wow, I make a lot less than that. Shush. I wish I made $1 billion. If you had $1 trillion, what would you do with it?
I do have $1 trillion.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll probably build the next Apple product. This is the next Apple product, more in depth.
You could even build a hover car.
Do you see this?
It's a hover car.
No.
You could build a hover car. You know, it'd probably be a really good invention.
This is the iBox. It's a box with everything you could possibly need. All your items right here.
So
Little sneak peek.
you should make something that flies. Like, you know how it'd be better if I could have like a
The iBox will hover.
But like, you know how like you can make a new vehicle, one that flies and goes around like a small jet.
Yeah,
For
but I
family
make
size.
I make technology, like home-based technology. I don't put the more luxury items like a hovercraft, for example, like what you're saying, on the market because it works much better in the home industry. That's how I make money. You obviously don't know very much about that.
And how big is your house? I heard
It's cold in here. It's hot in here actually.
Is your house really big? You have a mansion.
Yeah, I have a mansion. It's really big.
Is it?
It's a lot of space for my thinking. I need a lot of thinking space, so I got a mansion.
You kids? Your
I
daughter
know.
is
Isaac, just Isaac.
and he's a movie star.
That's it. We
Yeah.
hit the 10-minute mark.
Well, I thank you, folks. There was an interview with Steve Jobs.
Pleasure.
Steve is a man of wonder, and now we interviewed him, and he's a little less mysterious, thanks to me.
Everyone, buy the iBox. It's going to be amazing.